What up, guys? It's Jeff Smith coming at you again. This is not a Where You At Wednesday. This is something a little bit different. It's called 10 Minutes of Jeff. Something very interesting right now. I'm sitting in my old room. Yeah, right before I got married, this was my room. Now it is now my mom's office. There's papers everywhere. There's all types of craziness going on in this room. So I'm just kind of like checking it out. Like, man, it's crazy in here. But this room brings back so many different memories, good, bad, indifferent and ugly, man. So just to give you a quick snippet of 10 minutes of Jeff, it kind of looks like this. I grew up in a middle class family in Rialto, California, and my mom and dad, hardworking family. My dad, he actually grew up in Fresno, California. My mom, she grew up in Long Beach, California. My dad, he tries to tell us all the time, Fresno isn't country. Fresno is country. If you've ever been, it's country. And my mom, the really interesting thing about my mom, she's been through so much. She's such a fighter, and I just love and honor my mom to like the highest of highs because she's been through so much and she's been able to grunt it out and get through so much. And then my dad, he had both of his parents. My grandmother was a stay-at-home mother. My dad had three other siblings outside of himself, and my mom, it was just her and my grandmother. Like her father like was very in and out of her life. He didn't really have a lot going on for himself. But my mom still found love within my dad. My mom still, respected and honored my dad. And the thing that was really just dope about all of them, you see my brother walking in the background. That's how you know he's still here. My brother actually goes to Eastern New Mexico State. That's my baby brother. Plays baseball. So yeah, my mom and dad, what they did was what really implanted in me was this. We grew up in Rialto, California. It's right next door to San Bernardino, California. And if anybody doesn't know about San Bernardino, California, it is actually an hour and a half away from LA. So no, Rialto and San Bernardino, you're not from LA. You are the Inland Empire. So just for your information. So yeah, like when we grew up in Rialto, I had a good time because that's where I learned a lot of my social skills. That's where I learned a lot of my athletic ability. That's where I learned a lot of my education was in Rialto. So my brother's gonna take me while I take my 10 minutes of me. So, but what's really dope about my baby brother is he's literally like my twin. He's just an upgraded version. So what I always tell people is this. I'm the first iPhone. He's just the iPhone 6 Plus. That's all he is to me. So, but back to the story. Growing up in Rialto, California, it was really dope because I had a lot of friends. I was very social. I was pretty much like everybody says that is from Fresno says I'm exactly like my dad. I'm the social butterfly. So, but the dope thing that was between my mom and dad, they had a goal, and the goal was that we're gonna take our family to the next level. So I actually got to witness my dad working two jobs, going to school full time, supplying for his family, DJing on the side, and like he had all these different things going on to make sure that we were okay. And hard work was far away. Like we never had to worry about not seeing hard work. Hard work is not something that we're like, oh, I don't know what that is. Like we know about it, especially with my mom. My mom, like she's never had a job that was less than 30 minutes away. Like I got to watch my mom start school back my junior year of high school. My junior year in high school, she started back school. I got to see her get her AA, her bachelor's, and her master's. And it was such an amazing accomplishment on her end because there's not a lot of people on my mother's side that have degrees like that and that actually go to the next level and continue to push through, even though the odds say, no, you can't have that. My dad, what was really dope with him was no matter how tired he was, he made sure to come to every basketball game, every soccer game, every baseball game, every football game, whether it was just being in the stands or whether it was being an assistant coach or being the head coach. He grunted it out. He was like, I'm going to be here for my son's stuff. And it was something that just implanted in me to say like, man, no matter how tired you are, You have to get through it. You have to push through. And one of the great things that, my family just has accomplished was knowing who Christ is, even though I didn't grow up in church like that. I didn't grow up knowing God, loving God, serving God like that. My baby brother, he did. And as you can see my daughter walking up in the back trying to figure out what's going on. She hears daddy talking. Say hi, everybody. She's a part of my why. She's the reason why I put up Where You At Wednesdays. She's the reason why I'll be the one that, will travel the world and travel the nation to speak and uplift and motivate and empower and give the love of Christ to many of those out there. Why? Because this is something that is needed. She needs her daddy. And I know there's other people that don't get that same thing. And so one thing that I can definitely give to anybody and everybody is this. Even when it doesn't seem like it's going to work, even when it seems like life has hit you in the mouth, for me, one of the things that I always took away from is watching my parents literally grunt things out and saying, like, for example, my mom, I remember she was getting her bachelor's and she thought she was done. And I remember when she came home, slamming a door, getting upset and saying, I quit, I'm done with school, I can't do this no more. My dad's like, whoa, 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 what's going on? And she says, they just added 2 more classes to my to my course. And my dad said, okay. And she was like, I'm tired, I can't do this no more. And my dad said, yes, you can. He said, listen, I understand you're tired. It's okay to be tired. I'm all right with you being tired. Take a break. Take a breather. Go get something to drink. Go get something to eat. Take a nap. But once you're done, we're going to finish this. He didn't say you're going to finish this. He said, we're going to finish this. He let my mom know that she wasn't doing this by herself. He let my mom know that there was security with him. And that was something that I always will take away from like my mom and my dad is that no matter how hard it got, they always understood the task at hand. They always understood the destiny at hand. They always understood the goal that was at hand. And they had it put up on a board of like, we're going to take our family to the next level. So as we, my junior year, the summer of my junior year, going into my senior year, I just remember my mom and dad coming home one time and they said, well, get your stuff ready. We're packing. We're moving. I'm like, moving? Where are we moving to? I thought you guys were just looking. Yeah, and we ended up moving to Rancho Cucamonga. Yes, Rancho Cucamonga from next Friday. I get it. Some people don't know what Rancho Cucamonga is. It's a real place. Yes, it is. It's very small, too. It's not too far away from L.A. as well. It's actually a little bit closer to L.A. It's about 45 minutes away from L.A. But I watched them grunt it out. I watched them reach their goals, and they're still reaching goals. They're still reaching milestones. They're still making new goals to say, like, we're going to provide not for just our kids, but our grandkids now. As you guys see my daughter, that's their grandchild. I have my son, Uriah. That's a part of my why. So listen up. This is 10 Minutes of Jeff. My 10 minutes is just to inspire, empower, and give you something that is tangible and you can grab onto, because it's true. It's true that like everybody's not perfect. People are going to go through trials and tribulations. I took the path that I took, and it wasn't like a crazy radical path where I did drugs and gangbanged and did all this other stuff, but I took a silly path where it got me down the wrong road, and it pulled me away from the destiny that God had asked of me. I got distracted. One of my spiritual fathers, I call him a spiritual father now. I don't care what he say. That's my spiritual father. Like, he told me, he said this. He said, too many people are more focused on the distraction than they are the destiny. And that's what happened with me. My mom and dad, they stayed on course. I had no excuse. I had nothing but excuses. But from this day forward, I promise you this, there'll be no excuses from Jeff Smith. There'll be nothing but execution. No more excuses. One of my favorite sayings, no more excuses, just adjustments. So this is your boy Jeff coming at you with 10 minutes of me. Tomorrow, I'll be uploading my Where You At Wednesday. And who knows, it may be a every other day thing where I upload videos and I upload things just to empower and inspire whatever the Spirit of God asked me to do. So this is your boy Jeff. I love you. Peace.